Hello and welcome listeners to another episode of Tactical Awareness. It's season 3 episode, this is 35. It's the N5 update to version 5.2 and 5.2. So big, huge rules update, tons of profiles getting changed around in Infinity Army, and the launch of a new faction, the Next Wave. That's going to be a separate video, but today Owen and Dan and I are going to do a roundup of all the new profile changes, and some of the effects they're having. Obviously, this is in no way going to be complete and comprehensive, but we wanted to dive into a special episode where we talked about all these big changes because some factions, in particular, Ariadna, Pan-Oceania, and Haqq, had some pretty significant stuff happen. So let's dive in with my co-hosts, Owen and Dan, and we'll get this underway. Because this is a whole lot of shit.
Big update.
I think the FAQ is really the thing we should just talk about. Because most of it is just wording. Like the actual rules didn't change, but there is some FAQ stuff that is relevant. And the other only relevant rules change is the pitcher range mods. Everything else is like clarifying. As near as I can tell.
Well, and the new skills. We should talk about the new skills because that'll help people to understand the Next Wave video, right? Because there's 5 new skills. There's Cyberplug, Peripheral Cyberplug, which are, it'd take 2 seconds to explain. Journalist, Techno-Organic, and Tech Recovery. Because, this is like probably the biggest drop since N5. Like, I can't think of a bigger update really apart from this. This is a whole lot of change to the core mechanics of the game. And that rules update to the version 5.2 PDF, I think, is going to be the big thing that we talk about today. And I'll have it on screen for everybody watching. So whether you're watching this on YouTube and now because I can upload videos to Spotify, this is also a video podcast on Spotify. That has been a recent update that we're able to do. So people can see this stuff. I know. Obviously, it doesn't do shit for Apple Podcasts. It just comes through and like Podbean and stuff. It'll just come through as a podcast. But if you guys are watching this on Spotify or on YouTube, you'll be able to see all this stuff because there are a host of new updates. And this is all coinciding with our second video that will also be coming out today, which is on the new army, Next Wave, which got its update in Infinity Army as well with a bunch of changes. And Owen and I have kind of been going back and forth throughout the day talking about this. We figured we'd jump on and do a special edition video for you guys to talk about these pretty major changes.
I've been busy working and I'm furiously scrolling through PDFs trying to what the hell changed.
This is Dan's live update. You're getting his reactions in real time. So just to start off, what do you think about this, Owen? Like, just general impressions.
Man, are we going to redo all of our videos?
No,
there's so like it was funny because like somebody posted in our Discord about how the Haqq video is just immediately irrelevant.
It is
because Saladin got inspiring leadership, which I commented on saying like, why not just do that? Because like, fuck it, you did it to everywhere else. Like, give him to him, and they did. And I'm like, all right, well,
it's a gift just for you.
Saladin got inspiring leadership.
Owen's list exactly the same with all of his Delamis and shit. Just immediately becomes infinitely better because it's completely.
Did 12 one get it too?
No.
Oh.
He might have. I didn't even look. Who cares? It's 012. Starmada, Saladin doesn't get it. No, it's Haqq.
It's just Haqq. Which
you
makes
get
sense
the deployable repeaters.
Wait, that's insane for Haqq.
Yes, it is.
It's fucking crazy.
Insane.
It's crazy.
Like Owen's old list from what was it? I think that was your Carbonite list, right?
No, that was the one I made for the podcast. From like
that's
2
right.
weeks ago.
Just the one from the podcast. That's right. Yeah.
All I had to do, I did have to make a slight adjustment because he's 2 points more. So one guy got a slight downgrade, and the one Bashi got a slight upgrade. And in doing so,
regular orders.
And I got 6 new regular orders. Yeah, I went from like 10 or 11 regulars.
The Delamis. Who else became regular?
The Mutts, the Bashies.
Do Huntcuts become insane?
Yeah,
everything becomes insane.
The Coom Riders are regular. Yuans are regular.
See, 012 is back in its place. 012 Saladin is stupid now compared to Saladin 12.
Just trash now.
Just trash.
Garbage. Just total garbage. So this, honestly, it's kind of a roller coaster because some factions really get affected. Pano didn't get that affected, right?
Absolutely, but like, all over the place. Military Orders is like a new faction.
Military is crazy. Like they and they get like a chain of command Joan. They get a whole bunch of like weird new like updates to heavy.
All of their link teams changed.
All the link teams did change. Yes, that's the
and like a half dozen profiles changed in pretty severe way. Like new Constantinos went down in cost, switched out his pistols. He's MSV1, which is fine, but he gains sensor, which he didn't have before, and then he got a boarding pistol, so he's got a template. So now you have one guy who can link with Mimetism MSV, who has a disco baller and sensor and a deactivator and a boarding pistol and is a specialist and is a name character, and he's cheaper. Cool.
Yep, Connie got a weird upgrade. A lot of things got weirdly upgraded. This is a great example, though. Here's my comment, Owen. This is a great example of what you and I liked about Infinity when we first started playing it together like 10 years ago, which is that they didn't really take anything down.
Yeah, except for my bear took a stray shot right in the throat.
everything that was really, really like everything that kind of needed to get tweaked got tweaked up. Yeah, but like I'm sure there's some things that I think honestly that's more like
Polaris bear, smoke bear, the 20 bear who I liked, gone. And then the other bear went down in price. He no longer gets the bonus to his BS. He just gets BS 11 and thus doesn't work anymore. And now for 8 additional points, you get a shotgun. And you're like, no, I'm not paying 8 extra points for a shotgun.
Yeah, I don't use him anyway.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is my thing that I like about Infinity is they tend to manage the bottom up, not manage the top down. They even kind of like corrected some things. Like they gave TAC-aware back to. Actually, that's something you can check, Dan. See if the Zeta got TAC-aware back. They gave back to the Avatar.
He doesn't deserve it. They didn't give it to him. Sorry.
Do you actually know that, or did you check?
I do actually know that. He
didn't get it.
But the Avatar did. You know what I mean? Like there's some things that
Avatar makes sense. Back up. Yeah. For how expensive the Avatar is to not have TAC-aware, just
they didn't give it back to the Cutter. Cutter doesn't have it either. Right?
Yeah, screw you, Cutter.
So anyway, generally, I think this is a net positive for all the tweaks and changes. Everything tended to get pulled up. Some things that were really, I think, like not working got tweaks. Like again, Saladin, who just wasn't showing up in Hackathon lists, is going to become, I think, a big like constant. And then just to not bury the lead, obviously the new faction required some new skills. We got 5 of them here: Cyberplug, Peripheral Cyberplug, which go together. It's a little bit like taking a Palbot or a Nazmat with your engineers and doctors, except it's more akin to things like the puppet bots or antipodes. Your Cyberplug unit is the order generating unit. When it's present on the table, your peripheral Cyberplugs have an enhanced profile. So, for instance,
I think the puppet bots are actually no. Sorry, I think the Palbot is actually the better example. Because unlike the cyber, like the antipodes and such, only one of them activates. So if you have 2 guys, 2 peripherals with one, you only get one, which is closer to Palbots.
The big difference here is that you don't give this guy can still be given orders when your cyberplug dies. So unlike both the puppets and the antipodes and the Palbots or Nazmats,
all of their peripherals,
all the peripherals they just go inert. They disconnect when that guy dies. Cyberplug units, they reduce their profile. You can see here to the bottom one. So for instance, the Sartroids Puzzlers, the autonomous profile. This seems to be the only one so far. We'll go through it in a separate episode. But it basically loses like 2 BS. Its movement goes from 8.2 to 6.4. And I think and its whip goes down to 11. But other than that, it basically stays the same. So like you have like an active and not active version, but neither of these units generate any orders. And you can still feed them orders afterwards, even after the Cyberplug guys die. So pretty simple. Like there's more details to it, but that's the general overview of it. Journalist got some changes because there's now the new journalist, the alien journalist. Techno-organic.
No. There's more to journalist. It makes you get.
Did they put that in?
Everyone within zone of control gets +3 to guts checks. All enemies within zone of control get -3 to guts checks.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just annoying. Like it's like
who's gonna remember this?
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of rules for campaign.
Okay.
Did you know there's a campaign mode?
There used to be. And techno-organic is basically you can be healed by either engineers or doctors. Engineers are still better than doctors because they can take you up again and again and again. Whereas doctors can just bring you back from unconscious to 1 wound typically, unless they have doctor +1 wound or +2 wounds or whatever. And then there's tech recovery. I know. Do you want to go over tech recovery? I've been doing a lot of talking. Sorry.
It is the ability to remove states using gizmo kits. So you can shoot a guy who's immobilized or isolated. If they pass a fizz, they're back in action.
Really cool.
And there's no negative for failing. You don't hurt them or anything. It's just try again. Yeah.
It's basically an at-range version of what you required an engineer or like a peripheral servant to like walk up and do before, which is great because it's just more chances to remove lots of like negative game state experiences.
It seems, from my understanding, that it's the guy who has that skill can be brought back, not guys with that skill bring other people back. So it's still going to be super limited to basically.
I'm gonna see if I can find some of an
one guy, which is their plane.
Might have it. No, they have.
It's just their plane.
It's
just the plane. Yeah, he gets tech recovery. So if somebody shoots him and hits him with
it's still immobilized. Not linked. That's really funny. It's not linked at all, so I can't click on it.
Yeah,
but yes, the Skyhound has it.
Yeah, and I honestly think it's probably because you can actually fix him if he gets immobilized, isolated, unlike the other guys, I believe. Because
he's also Gizmo Kit Fizz 14, which is really funny. So that would work on a 14 then.
At least if he was unconscious, you could like bring him back, but he can be fixed anyway. Look at how good he is. He makes all those other ones look like.
Doesn't have techno organic though, just tech recovery.
Wow, he's not a people.
I mean, we don't. Who knows what he is?
All I know what he is better than all of the other planes.
BS 14 plane, pretty fucking great.
Well, no, they're all BS 14 now. Like almost all of them got plus BS. Really the Red Eye did. The Go Pod, I think, did.
Yeah.
Mostly, he's got a burst 3. Carbine and Thunderbolt, and then all of the other benefits.
So they revised some crap in here. They revised wording and some weapon entries like boost, disco ball, drop bears, and armed turrets. It's mostly just defining how they work.
So yeah, I've been scrolling through about halfway through. Everything is just clarification. Chain of command, I'm confused about.
What are you confused about?
Well, and then until you get to the weapon chart reviewed. Pitcher range mod adjusted. Pitchers are -3 from 8 to 16 now, which is fucking crazy. That's a little more change. Yeah,
for range.
They're way worse than combi rifles because they're not 0. They're fucking -3 now.
Combi rifle goes +3 to 16, and then -3 up to 36, and then -6 after. Yep. Pitchers are the same, but it's only -3 from 16 to 24, and after 24 it's -6.
Weapons
they're still 0. They're still zeros. They added the -3 to the over 16. That's right, 16 to 32.
Yeah, I don't think combi rifles have a 0 range. It's just
a -3 range is impactful for when you're eyeballing distance.
Right. So you only have a 0, or wait, you have a plus? No, you have a 0. Sorry.
It's all 0. It's 0 to 16. Yeah.
Yeah. It does. I think like another guy and I were talking about it earlier. This is relevant for all the solo pitcher shooters. Yeah. So like all of the new guys that popped up that were like the hidden, like who's an example? The Locust in Pano, where he's like by himself and shoots a pitcher, or maybe like a Dokkaebi in a vanilla Yu Ching list who doesn't have the Pano
because the BS tended to be higher too, right? So they were 50-50 pitchers up to like 32.
Right. I mean, then they still can for some of them. I think link teams are basically unaffected. Like
no, because you're double dicing, and
two dice on a 9 instead of 2 dice on a 12 is still basically guaranteed.
It's not quite guaranteed, but
it's worse, but it's not significantly worse.
Right. Like I don't know if that is I think the drop to -6 outside 24 is a bigger deal because that's a change if I recall. It means that the long bomb pitcher is now way harder to do. Like it means you're 16 to 24.
If you're trying to,
unless you're Drews,
fire it too. If you're trying to spec fire, you're -12. Like,
well, you didn't usually
X Visor Drews pitcher. Drews new power pitchers.
Yeah, I mean it's on 9s for them.
Yeah.
I mean X Visor Pano because he got it too. Like
another effort. Pano,
the blocker is just better. He's cheaper too, and he has a higher whip, and he's also firewall. And he's a hacker.
So Combined Army gets next wave and all these changes, which we'll go through when we talk about that.
Okay, so
there were a few extra ones.
If the user has chain of command, non-specialist listed on their unit profile, the user is not a specialist troop in those scenarios where chain of command grants that category.
Right.
What does that mean?
So, for example, Wally I think is the only one who got chain of command non-specialist. So in a mission where specialist can push button, he doesn't count as a
that's
specialist.
A skill. There's a chain of command non-specialist.
There's this chain of command.
Never mind.
Wally has it.
There's a new skill. Yeah. I thought it was just specifying that there was a chain of command that didn't have a specialist profile.
Chain of command non-specialist listed on their profile.
We're good. Moving on.
Yeah.
Because that's
clarification.
Piles of new stuff.
It did clarify the peripherals. So the peripheral tags, peripheral ancillary, you can be a part of a fire team until you pop that guy out. Then you can no longer be a part of a fire team. If that guy dies or is disabled or whatever, you can now be a part of the fire team again. But if that guy is brought back up, you're kicked out of the fire team again.
So this is duo tags basically.
Read between the lines is how everyone was playing, but now it's explicitly stated.
Yeah, just errated in. Pano got drop for Fusiliers for multi-snipers SWC. Drummer's got a new option with BS attack -3 and FO. Vargar's got a drop in points.
Did you just skip combined army?
I'm skipping them because we're going to talk about them in next wave.
Okay.
And yeah,
there's a ton of changes in there that don't show up in next wave. Just as
I guess, at the bottom. So the Dartax Morats only now for his FTO option, which is a huge deal for the regular guys. I'm trying to see if
the MedTech got Cyberplug in vanilla, so you can actually bring the weirder critters and that in vanilla. You can. There's a lot of them, like the Unidron change, the Nexus change, Kodali change, the Nox change, Cadmus change, Tentra change, Caliban, Mentor, Icadron. Icadron is the big one. Icadron is the biggest one because it's 4 more points in every army.
Ooh.
Because he went from 9 to 11 points, which was 2 points up of an upgrade, and you almost always saw 2 of these guys. And a 4-point change in a faction that has 4-point models is actually a notable.
They're not flash spots with flamethrowers anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, they get Discover +3 and Dodge +1 inch and Dogged, but that's what they're paying those 2 points for, right?
Yeah, they made them better, but that wasn't what they were there for. Like they were there to be baggage and cheap. And now it's like they gain these abilities, but it's like, I don't really want you to have abilities. I want you to be cheap.
And that's important. That's on purpose. They're trying to make less cheap models in this faction. So that basically they're making it so the people that get the net rods or have the cheap option, the people that don't.
I think the more Infinity moves away from cheerleaders versus active play pieces is better. Like it makes for way more interesting list building.
Agreed.
I'm going to have to go through all of Onyx again because Umbra's got 10 new profiles.
It did.
And so...
and some have tack aware.
The legates just all have tack aware, just built in. And
their BSL went up to 13. Their medium infantry, they got tack aware. Everything got reworked. Spitfire's got plasma rifles for the Samaritans now instead.
Yep.
Dukash is Svasti only now.
Thank goodness.
Mesner got Techno-Organic Gizmo Kit and Medkit 13.
Upgrade on his hacking device, plus new weapons options with Mind Layer 2. please be
Zeodron's got
I have
cheaper.
To look this up.
Anyat's got cheaper. So were Carontids 4-4 before? Because they became 6-2. So the Max and Carontids both got 6-2, which is cool. Hidden Deployment becomes a specific option now for the Anathematics. You don't have to buy it all the time. Avatar got Tack Aware back, which is great. And then SWC went up by 0.5 and cost went up by 2 points. And CC went to 19. And then Korax got Strategic Deployment and Mind Layer.
Victor has ECM guided -9.
That's weird.
What a guy. Sure. He is a full page of special rules.
That's so weird. That's so pointless to give him ECM -9.
He dodges missiles, I guess. You just hack him and he dies. But if he's dodging, actually, no, he's a monster now, actually, for 30 points. Hacking device plus, Trinity damage 5, upgrade 0 pain, nanoscreen gizmo kit, med kits, no cover, Shazvasti stealth, techno organic. And then he's a multi-rifle, nanopulsar, cybermine, decharge, deployable repeater, tin bot, Vulcan shotgun, emitters.
How many points is this guy?
30.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's quite a... What's that?
How many wounds?
2. And he's a light infantry. So he's like, he's went from like, wow, why would I ever bring that to like, oh my goodness, that ugliest sin model is going to have to be brought in my army now because he's good.
All right, let's talk about Pano. So obviously, also we have to do all the next wave stuff, but that'll be a separate video today. Pano, the Fusiliers multi-sniper is down 0.5 SWC. Drummers get that BS tech -3 in FO. Vargers get point reduction, so does the Black Air with the K1 Marksman. Crozier's Spitfire gets an X visor. That's pretty cool. And an MSV2 HMG on your Crozier.
Yeah,
the Spitfire used to have an MSV, and now he's got the HMG. And now the HMG one does. And the Spitfire got an X visor instead. Kind of neat. The Knight Commander gets BS +1 burst. A boarding shotgun, chain of command.
Until they make him cheaper. It's not. He's the hollow mask guy.
He's the hollow mask guy that was always Lieutenant +2, or you take him if you take an NCOs, basically, because he would just hide as a Crozier, and he's better now, but you never really revealed him. Order sergeants go to CC 18 and get a nanopulsar. That's fucking cool. Escort Rocket gets neurokinetic, and the Oxbot gains magnetism -3. So your escort sergeants with a heavy rocket are now neurokinetic. So you have a 2-burst neurokinetic guy with a MIM Oxbot. That's kind of fucking cool.
Yep.
Infirmers are 6/2 stealth and terrain total, and they get boarding pistols. You got templates now coming out of that if you're going to link them, and they're a wild card, I'm pretty sure. Or they were. I don't know. Fire teams are totally rearranging all these things, so we'll have to look at those things separately. Hospitallers, all the options except for deployment become FTO. So everyone's on FTO now. And multi-rifles are now PS6. That's amazing. And some options gain firewall -3. So PS6 multi-rifles, it could be like AP or DA. And the Hospitallers are usually the Crusade Fire Team guys that go with Joan. And they're not that expensive for like the BS14. Like this was the old meat and potatoes pain train guy. And having a PS6 dude's pretty great.
I've been trying to figure out why he has emitter PS = 7, because emitters are PS7.
Yeah.
So is that supposed to be 6? Or did they just mess up?
I just messed up.
But the fact that they have a firewall, and now, have we gotten to the Knight of Justice yet?
Yeah,
he's the next one.
Number 2 with Lieutenant plus FO, and he's got he can be in the Knights Hospitaller pain train, but so can our boy DeFerzen.
Yeah, but the Knight of Justice counts as a Hospitaller now.
He does, but
so you can have a duo pitcher hacker firewall Knight of Justice who's BTS 9 in a duo with a firewall Hospitaller.
You can also have Gabby with this hacking up device Trinity +1 special dice. It's pretty great with that same firewall. Yeah. Knights Sepulchre lost chain of command. It's now MSV1. That's pretty cool. Because I never really used them for chain of command ever. I'd use the NCO.
Something's got to compete with that NCO.
Teutonics get BS attack -3 on their missile launcher, and the Spitfire gets an X visor. I love Teutonics. That's pretty cool. I never really used the missile launcher. I always just used Panzerfausts. But -3 missile launcher is kind of neat. And then Santiago got 6/2 move, a boarding pistol, but lost his nanopulsar.
But he can also now link with everybody.
Lieutenant Hacker, and he can go with everybody, yeah. Is there still a drop version, too?
Yep.
Nice.
2.
Our tertiaries get a mine layer option with Fort Observer and a deployable repeater, so you can drop mines at start. And they have infiltrate, too, don't they, the tertiaries?
And hidden deploy. Mm-hmm. So they can just slap a repeater down off deployment.
Anywhere we want in your half. Yep, so you've got turn 0 repeater net. That's pretty cool.
Yep. They like dialed up military orders' ability to play hacking. They went
which
from
they kind of needed to.
I mean, they have something now. Like they had lost all of their identity.
They just had Gabby. Yeah, they were just a pain train that didn't really do anything.
Well, their pain train was even inferior to the newer pain trains that have come along, right? Or even just Kestrel. Kestrel was like
Kestrel ate everybody's lunch, though.
Yeah, like that's really cool. Anyway, this is my Griffin.
Anyway,
Kestrel got its own buff.
The shooter.
Ruby.
But notice that not much in here is Kestrel, right? The Locust gets 4 deployment +8. The Kestrel Machinists go away from the Machinists.
Got him.
Except in Kestrel. Connie goes to MSV1, but gains CC attack -3 and Sensor. And as this all pistol becomes a boarding pistol instead.
Yep. Hey, he's great.
Already talked about Gabby getting Trinity +1 special dice. Kyle Hawkins goes to 6/2, but -1 Phys and armor. So he's not quite a big knight now. He loses Berserk but gains BS attack -3. And a new option with BS attack +1 burst and a boarding shotgun. So you can have a burst 3 boarding shotgun with -3 to shoot back. So Kyle's like weirdly not a hospitaller anymore, really. He's more of like just a special cool knight.
Well, he's more in line. He's like a lighter armored hospitaller because they're armor 4 usually. Yeah. He's just like a bit weaker than they are.
He's more like a whatchamacallit, a Teuton.
That BS attack +1 burst though is not on his multi-rifle. It's only on the shotgun.
Well, it's only the burst shotgun, yeah.
But he's cheap. He's only 26 points now.
That's way cheaper than he used to be.
For a specialist stealth BS attack -3 combat instinct guy who can link with everybody.
And then my boy gets a fucking FTO loadout. Number 2, Mendoza. Mendoza can join a fire team. Is he still godly expensive?
Yes.
Like 50, 52 or something like that?
40.
Yes. 40. Down to 40? Oh my God.
He's been 40 this whole time, but now he's 40 and can link.
What's his fire team options?
You know what it is. He's a wild card.
Of course.
He could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, my special boy's back.
You can have your hospitaller FTO with firewall with Gabby and Mendoza as your Harris, and they'll count as a duo. Tremendous. And that means Mendoza's gonna walk out and just kill you.
No notes. Continuous damage multi-rifle forever.
Oh, sorry. I forgot Mendoza has a firewall.
Yeah, he does.
Well, there
it's
you go.
Baked in. It's just baked in.
Yeah.
You just need one friend for them to hang out with. Joan and Joan 2 get a non-lieutenant chain of command non-specialist option. So while it looks like all the inspiring guys got chain of command non-specialist. And then the Red Eye gets BS 14 tech recovery sensor and grenade launcher gains continuous damage. And I bet it got cheaper too.
I'm a big fan of it getting sensor. I think that's really neat.
I think it was really neat too. The fucking fire grenade launcher is pretty cool too. And BS
I want my plane to fly over and just like have the spotlight down there looking for camos.
Yeah,
there he is. It also got tech recovery. I don't know if that's listed in there, but that means that now you can fix them because in the current rules you couldn't do anything if they got immobilized.
So funnily enough, this mostly focused on the knights. This update. And the last one mostly focused on either changing things for the next wave or Onyx. Yu-Ching didn't get much. Xanch.
So hey, quick side note. Did Cube 2.0 exist before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never noticed.
Not for a long time has it done anything.
It was a campaign.
It gives you slightly better save against Sepsitters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they changed Holomask, where if you're a hacker in Holomask, if another hacker is in your zone of control or whatever, it's possible you have to declare whether they're hackable or not. So if you're pretending to be a hacker and a hacker comes in, before they declare Trinity, you have to tell them they're not actually hackable. It's not you declare it and it fails, like they used to be. Or like pretend to be heavy infantry, but you're not heavy infantry.
So you tell them when they check. You tell them when they check their hacking range.
Right. So
that model's not hackable.
So you maybe waste an order for someone coming up, but they don't waste their order of I hack them. They're like, no, you don't, which used to be the case, which I thought was fun, but apparently they just want to ruin my fun.
I learned that biovisors can't discover shoot.
Why?
Huh?
You can't do discover shoot against imp 1 markers. It's just not allowed. It's just not allowed in the rules. You can discover shoot camo and you can discover shoot imp 2, but you can't discover shoot imp 1.
Oh, because their level just drops down 1.
Except for a biovisor that fully reveals you, but there's no addendum to allow them to actually discover shoot.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That feels like
an oversight. Feels like it needs a thing, but just something to be aware of.
It's a corner case, but it's for sure.
They buffed them to be able to do this, so like clearly they intended it. It's just the rules don't allow for it.
The rules don't currently support for it to happen. Yeah.
Wait, where is that?
If you look up the discover shoot for camouflage, it says it's only camo. If you look up impersonation state, it calls out that at imp 2 you can do discover plus shoot, but in imp 1 it doesn't say anything. And then if you go to visors, it allows you to fully reveal someone from imp 1, but it doesn't give you an asterisk to let you do the discover shoot.
It implies you could do it, but there's no rule stating you can't.
Yeah, so just like raw, you'd not be allowed. Is they clearly their intent? I think it's fairly clear that that's their intent. They just, there's a lot of text. There's a lot of text.
Yeah.
All right, it is Anshi's. Multi-sniper is 1 SWC now.
Every base troop got
Chief Jung's K1 combi went down 2 points. The Yin Shay got terrain total. There's no more FTOs, and its pistol became a boarding pistol.
It's weird.
Its boarding shotgun gains BS attack +1 burst. It loses sash but gains marksmanship option.
Now like you don't have that NFB problem, Dan.
No, but this whole thing basically becomes like a different type of unit profile.
It's definitely a different guy now.
It's like a hunter guy as opposed to a hider guy. Yeah. So no FTO.
K1 sniper marksman is not bad.
I mean, it's cool, but it goes from being like a defensive piece to an offensive piece, which is weird. Yeah. Mr. Longman got a heavy riot stopper and a pair of CC at -6 now.
He just got straight up buffed, which is nice.
He got straight up buffed.
Because Longwing wasn't really used. He still probably isn't going to be used, but if you want to bring him,
he's cooler now. Bigger template and less SWC.
And look, this flyer didn't get BS14.
It's got BS13.
Got BS attack plus special dice, which is objectively better.
Oh my god, it's so much better.
Yeah.
I couldn't even read.
Cost and SWC of the X-Visor version has been reviewed, and it gains the EM Carbine version, which is the one you're going to take, gets +1 special dice.
Wait, in tech recovery, in tech recovery is you can
shoot gizmo kits to get rid of states.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you fail, it doesn't hurt you.
Right. Well, and that's really important for flyers because you can't be in base to base with them ever.
So that's true.
Fix them. So the whole point was that you can shoot gizmo kits at them.
So that's the whole purpose of tech recovery.
And that's why their gizmo kits are usually fixing them on 14 as opposed to their fizz of like 11 or 12 or whatever. Because the idea was that you had to shoot them to fix them.
That plane is getting real close to being usable, Dan. I
think it was usable before.
That's a 3.5 carbine.
I thought it was too.
Well, the other thing is that stupid plane has a pitcher on it too, with BS attack special dice. So all the nerfs to the pitchers don't mean anything to him, who can fly 11 and shoot a pitcher on 2 dice on 13.
What are you talking about?
The fake one.
No, only the. Well, I'm not gonna look it up. But
it has a pitcher on its special dice version. Just trust me. It's on there. I'm not making it up.
All right. But
the +1 burst is only for the EM Carbine.
But the BS attack special dice is on everything.
Is it? Oh,
yes.
Never mind.
It is.
It's just on that whole profile.
Ooh, and he gets real close. Wait, did he always have a pitcher?
No. I don't think so. I think he gained a pitcher.
Does he have the X-Visor too with the pitcher? So he's ignoring the -3?
He flies 11. He doesn't care.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's also an X-Visor version. I just didn't know if they stacked that too.
Even if you shot it up to 24, it's still on 10s with a special dice.
Yeah.
So, whatever. He can shoot 35 inches on 10s.
He's on pre-order. As soon as he arrives at Century, I'm going to pick him up.
All right. So, Zhizhuang gets BS13, Discover Reroll, BS attack +1 burst.
That's great. He was not super playable before. He was kind of in that in between, and so it's nice to see him get a buff. Is he playable?
The defensive one gets Mine Layer and a heavy pistol.
I don't even know who this is.
He's a little dude kind of hanging out with like little like half knife.
He's the Mad Trap guy. He came in
I remember who that is.
Remember he's like leaning over with a knife. Yeah. He's a Spec Ops guy. And then
I thought he was Crit Cockrum forever.
Yeah.
No, he's a disco baller with +1 burst BS attack.
Yep. And the Ninja Tack Bow gets Tack Bow +1 special dice now. So finally we get a special dice on the Tack Bows.
Still waiting for that burst +3 on Robin Hook.
Oh, give it to me. Just give it to me. All right. This is a long one now because Ariadna got buffed into the fucking moon. Conductors.
They're also the only nerf.
Shock marksman rifle option swaps BS attack +2 for BS 12. Okay. It's just a statsing thing. And then camo gains chain cold. Spetsnazes, the parachute option gets decoy 1 and 2. So my shotgun guys get decoys. Parachute with the AP rifle gets an AP SMG with +1 burst, which is really cool. So lots of close range. And then you get suppressor pistols. Dynamos get boarding pistols. They have a template now. The Straylocks get a specialist for the TAC with a Types 2 marksman rifle with BS 12. And the cannon gear gets damage 5. The Kyber Volk's trench hammer goes down to damage 4. Tank hunters are now BS 13. It's only been fucking 18 years. They've been BS 12 the whole time and Whip 13 too. And some folks got Mine Layer, which is really nice. Mine Layer on them is cool because they're camo min -3. So basically it's giving them like decoy that's a mine. You know what I mean? And you're not going to know if it's a fucking Spetsnaz or not, because the Spetsnazes also have deco. Like, you're just able to shit out -3 templates everywhere, and they might be tank hunters, they might be Spetsnazes, they might be mines. There's going to be a lot of fucking camo markers down there all of a sudden.
Also, suppressor pistols are silenced pistols.
Yeah.
Suppressive pistols, not a thing.
I think that's just it's a translation thing.
But silenced pistols, for anyone who forgets, are BTS guns. They're AP against BTS, so it gives you another BTS killer in a faction that doesn't have much.
And really? On immunity arm.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah. It's a good sneak up on Maximus thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's only damage 8, but it's more like the Mormare doesn't like this guy.
No, the Mormare doesn't like that guy.
Yeah.
No. Dogs don't like that guy.
Treylock is
we did him already.
The same. Kybervolk.
Minutemen's dodge +1 inch goes to 2 inches. CC attack -3 goes to -6. So your CC attack -6 on Minutemen all the time. And everything gets BS attack +1 special dice, immunity to MB, and medkit Fizz 15. You can shoot fucking medkits into them at Fizz 15.
Yeah, because they'll be dead because they're arm 3, 1 wound.
They're BS attack +1 special dice on everything.
Wow, so they're rifle?
Just saying, man.
And they're flash balls? No, it's a T2 rifle.
T2 rifle's great.
They have a missile launcher.
It's terrifying.
AP HMG.
It's great. Vet Kazakhs get BTS, finally. Get to BTS 3. These assholes and their fucking breathing kits and shit finally get BTS. Dodge special dice immunity to MB, which is nice. All of the heavy infantry in Ariadna are getting immunity MB, which means they can't be carbonated. Right? Which is great, because there's no electronics.
They can still be hacked if they can be hacked, but they're immune to any EM weapons.
Sure, but also to be
except for Warhorse.
And carbonated, right? So like they'll be isolated still.
All of these guys are non-hackable, Dan, for the record.
No, so they're immune to EM weapons.
They're not, because they don't have Warhorse.
No, immunity to MB.
Right, that doesn't make you immune
never mind. MB is
isolation, right? Like you can still be isolated instead.
I was thinking immunity BTS. This is very different. Right. But still, immunity carbonate is great.
It's just a nice thing, because a lot of them have, like, the idea is that they're not wearing like machine armor. They're just wearing Tusium like plates inside their BDUs. So there's nothing to hack. It's just a sheet of adamantium basically inside them that's making them.
It makes them all really scary ARO pieces, because you have to kill them. Because even if you EM him and he's isolated, that doesn't stop a special dice missile launcher guy from shooting at you every time you move, right? Like, you have to kill them all now.
Yeah.
The dodge plus special dice. Ash, have you played against somebody using those mob lots?
Not yet. But like, the fact that you basically can't template them is crazy.
What's also the big thing is they never have a bad fight. Because like, if you mod stack them, they just dodge, and they're like, 2 dice on 13s. We'll take that.
They don't have to be in a fire team. They can just 2 dice all the time. Yeah.
And then when they get into fire teams, and then they get into 3-man fire teams, and they get bonuses to their fizz, and all of a sudden these guys are just rolling across the floor. And now Vet Kazakhs can do it too.
And it's Ariadna, which means they all have like abnormally high fizz. They like start at like fizz 12. So like, there's like a crazy good chance, if you're not stacking like some kind of penalty with like surprise attack or like BS attack minus, that they're just always flat dicing you on 2 dice, which is great.
So Vet Kazakhs are in fact immune to EM, Dan, because they're Warhorse MB. They just don't care. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, Vet Kazakh, they're not quite as good or as scary as the Mormare, but like, they're real fucking close.
They're as tough as a Mormare, but they don't kill.
Their armor's a bit lower. They just don't kill like him. Yeah, the Volklak, however, the Volklak's a fucking animal. This guy is Caden. He's getting real close to being fucking Caden. So he's moved 6-2 now, dodge +2, CC attack +1 burst, dodge -3. So if you ever try and dodge against him, you're at a -3 penalty.
No, when he dodges.
You're at -3. That's right. Yeah. He's immunity MB, and he's got a paramedic with a T2 rifle. And the T2 rifle options gain BS attack AP. See, they're AP type 2. Heavy pistol gets BS 5, and their CCW becomes AP plus DA. They're fucking animals, and they're all immunity arm, right? Like, they're just crazy powerful. I love these guys. I am. This whole update is having me reconsider what I'm taking to Autumn Assault. I might just take fucking vanilla Ariadna now because they get to play with pretty much all this shit, and it's pretty.
Drop Bear +1 burst is so funny.
Yeah,
is that on there? Because that's one of the buffs they got. Is all their drop bears are plus burst now.
Yep,
and they're Fizz 14 to start, so they can throw 2 bears on 11, 16 inches up,
and then go corner shoot you.
Forget a little mind dispenser,
and then reload.
Yeah.
Cosmo Soldat got BS attack -3. Everybody gets MSV1, all the profiles. And you get a paramedic and a lieutenant +1 order option for just Cosmoflot. So that guy was already neat. He's way better now.
Well, now because Chain of Command Wally exists, you can play +1 order Cosmo Soldat to death. And then it's like, if you kill me, Wallace is just going to take over. And then the animals are all going to be back on their leashes and you'll have a worse time on turn 2.
Yeah. Ratnik gets +1 burst to all of his BS attacks.
Oh, I like that.
And his battle ravaged form goes up to BS 13. Points values went up slightly to 2 points for the heavy rocket version, but +1 burst on all of his guns. So where it was like, because he always had an AP Spitfire +1 burst, and then I think he's the only 6 dice gun because you could link him. You could do a Ratniks and get a 6 dice AP.
And you still can. He's still duoable.
Yep.
And he's actually a cheaper duo now because Fortovnik's got Ratnik as a keyword.
Mm-hmm.
And so now instead of paying like 80 or 90 points for the two of them, you're paying like 60 points for them. And that is not that bad for a burst 6 AP Spitfire.
Blackjacks get BS attack -3, and they get that increase to the battle ravage BS as well. And the Type 2 sniper got BS attack AP. So now you've got a BS attack AP Type 2 sniper.
So useful.
Terrifying. Yep. And then the rest of the buffs to US area. Now hard cases get +1 specialized in attack bow and boarding pistols. Scouts get BS attack shock.
At last, Dan, I can play my hard case. Finally. Jesus, just get rid of him. Just take it. Give him
cool
burst
model.
+3.
It's a cool
He's got a nice hat.
They give him boarding pistols.
Cool model.
They gave him boarding pistols. He can trade his life now, like a real Ariadna.
Scouts get BS attack AP on all their guns. And the boarding shotgun and sniper are both Type 2 now. All their guns are Type 2. And their mine layers become mine layer 2. Here's a huge one.
That would seem really good.
The untransformed dog warriors are now 6/4 movement with berserk and dodge +1 inch.
What?
And went down in price.
And the grenades are PS6. So they can throw grenades at PS6 now. The dog faces became way better.
Not as better as the Devil Dog did.
They got +2 inches of dodge, +1 burst chain rifle. Heavy shotgun is a no canine option for FTO, so you can join a fire team. And PS6 grenades. And the K9 gets the same grenades as well.
Yeah, you can duo Devil Dogs with each other.
Sure can.
It's a weird one, but you can do it.
Why not? Polaris team gets Bear Pod at like BS5 now. With front team Berserk +3, dodge +2 inches, grenades are now PS6. The beta option now is BS11, and the alpha is now cheaper.
Ruined him.
Vasily gets BS attack AP on all of his Type 2 guns and Decoy 2. Van Zant gets Martial Arts 3, does not have NCO anymore, but he's got Berserk +3, Shock Immune, Tack Aware, and a new option with +1 burst BS attack and a Type 2 boarding shotgun. And his close combat weapon now, that axe is AP Type 2 PS5. So finally, he's the Dragon Killer. Finally, the Van Zant that we all deserve.
He just jumped in the air and died.
He still loses to most CC guys.
But
he's not attacking them.
But he's not attacking
them.
He's going after a tag.
He can kill, well, even there's like 5 tags that he loses against pretty reliably. But like he can actually do a thing now. Because before it was like 50-50, he could kill a heavy infantry in the back. That wasn't a CC guy. Like a Swiss guard might have just beat this guy. Actually, the new Swiss guard might. Yeah, he does.
With stealth, he can just show up out of line of fire inside zone of control of somebody.
Well, no, if he walks in zone of control, he doesn't get stealth because it's a full order walking in.
Oh, it's a full order walking in. You're right.
So like they always get to dodge, but like the BS attack, like a burst 3 T2 boarding shotgun, that'll kill you. Like that'll mess you up. He's good again.
He'll berserk 80 inches in some with martial arts 3. Getting the extra dice in his melee is huge.
Yeah, and just the fact that he has attack aware now instead of NCO, so you're not playing this like stupid NCO game with him. Because you get your attack aware when you get put on the board. So like he doesn't lose it the turn that he shows up. It just goes with him when he shows up.
Wait, you can use it immediately?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. When you read the
nice.
words on attack aware, whenever your model is deployed, they just get the attack aware right then
That's
and there.
very nice.
So when he deploys, when he drops in, it just sticks to him.
Exactly. So he'll use his own order to walk in and then have attack aware order himself.
Yeah.
So you could go down to no orders in your pool and still have him show up and berserk and kill a guy potentially.
Like kill almost anything.
Yeah.
Many things do not want to get hit by that.
No, and he can again if he moves into line of fire with the Type 2 boarding shotgun and shoots the next order if he wants, he can berserk into them too.
Yep.
And he's no joke in melee. UKR gets a MSV1 Mark 12 option. Bricards get a lieutenant option on their FO and some point adjustments. And then Mirage 5 Margot gets +1 special dice dodge and a med kit because she's effectively a veteran Kazakh.
Then there's the real power. Haqq Islam.
All right, everyone's getting excited. It's funny, they only get 7 changes, and yet one of those changes is fucking insane.
There's actually another one too, because the Alpha Sid got a lot of touches, which I'm happy about.
And again, it's bottom stuff getting pushed up still, right? So like the halves get a +1 order lieutenant option.
Actually,
Odalist
crazy on a guy who could pretend to be anyone.
And
right?
Odalist, and when there's NCO in the army, Odalist get a 6/2 move, CC 19, and Discover +6 Natural Born Warrior, Fizz 15 medikits, and Stealth. And the new auctions have a BS attack +1 burst marksmanship or paramedic. So like Odalist's got that whole thing. They were just not getting used. Man, they all of a sudden have crazy options.
Yeah, it like totally changes what they are as well. Just like the by the way, the marksman profile that they're talking about there, that they're referencing in this, that's a viral marksman rifle, which they didn't even have before. So now all of a sudden, you like if you play Dashat, you could have a link of an Odalisk and Miranda, and they're good against everything.
They fight the world,
and they both have marksmanship. So I mean, don't fight albedo people, but like it's pretty good.
Pretty good. Hortluck's K1 marksman. Seems like all the K1 stuff went down a point. Alpha Zed gets albedo, SR -1 HMG, and +1 special dice heavy rocket launcher options. So all of his guns got like basically the 2 different profiles all got like slightly better. The HMG hits harder and the heavy rocket gets more dice.
This is closer to what we were talking about when I was saying how this guy was so outclassed by the Alpha Zed.
Yeah.
Or sorry, by the Azrael.
Azrael.
I don't think this is enough, but it certainly pushes him along the way.
It's not nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't so hard for him to get the duo bonus, because he can get it, but it's
a big tax of the guys that have to come with him. Because what is it he has to go with? He has to go with
the Hatham is a plane.
It's a plane. Yeah. BS-13, 2 structure, loses forward deployment +4. So the 2 structure means that it doesn't transform until it's taken the 2 structure and then turns into the Vita guy, right?
No, that's the other one who tried to tell him. There's 2 of them, right? Because they got 2 planes.
Right. That's right.
This is the one that had 1 wound, no wounding cap. Now this is
2 wounds, no wounding cap.
And
no, that doesn't have no wounding cap anymore. It's just 2 wounds.
Loses forward deployment and no wounding cap. Gains BS tech continuous damage and tech recovery. Gains MSV1.
He basically turned into like all of the other flyers. His big claim to fame, unlike the other ones, is BS attack continuous damage and MSV, which I don't think any other flyer has MSV. So he's a MIM6 MSV1 guy with continuous fire, Red Furies,
he's
shotguns.
Actually weirdly good at hunting the other planes because his MSV and his continuous.
Wait, so you just neg 12 someone if you shoot through smoke?
Yep. You do.
That's pretty good.
And he can do it with just like either a Red Fury or a Panzer or 3 heavy shotguns.
Yep.
Like,
if only Haqq Islam had access to smoke.
If only.
And the Zabek's the other plane, right?
Yeah, and Zabek is the one who used to transform into like a person and fall out of the air.
Fell out, yeah.
And he still does. He's just different.
BS-13, BS tech -3, tech recovery, and the Spitfire becomes AP. Then the operator is also going up to BS-13 and BS tech -3, and he gets special operative, stealth, train total, and D charges.
Yep. He's surprisingly useful if he falls out of that plane. Like, you're gonna have to go kill that guy.
I was gonna say, you have to go kill that guy. He's really good. And then all of a sudden, the final one, which changes fucking everything, Saladin gets Inspired Leadership for 2 points. And all of Haqq Islam trembled because Owen's army goes from like 7 regular orders to 15 regular orders. Oh my god.
You can abuse the shit out of this.
You can abuse this is one that's gonna have some unintended consequences, I think. This is one that's gonna get abused.
Like, you can just bring all irregulars and like 2 tags.
Saladin is not that hard to kill. And
He's
like,
not
this
that
is
hard to kill the other Saladin.
like, this is the thing, is that like, yeah, that's cool, and this is a really powerful thing, and I do think it is. I think all it does is open the door for them to actually, because like right now, vanilla Haqq doesn't have anything going on because its sectorials are so good and like eat its lunch so hard that this now is like, oh, that's a reason why I would play this.
He
because
gives you the glue to make that function all of a sudden.
Yeah, watch this as I all of a sudden can't afford to bring a gang of the big stuff that I normally can't do.
And piles of Coom Riders, and I can pilot it all efficiently now as opposed to having to
like that double Magariba vanilla list that exists still for some reason is just like unlimited ammunition now. Yeah,
real spicy.
Big fan. And then you have your good friend little Hafsa pretend to be another Saladin, and you're like, go ahead, one of us is the lieutenant, I'm Saladin, is it me or is it me?
Wait, you don't get Hafsas in vanilla, do you?
You sure do. You get 2 of them. You could have 3 Saladins.
Oh, right, but they're not a regular. Okay. Yeah. But they're just hide. Yeah.
But they're chain of command, right? And so like you kill one of the Saladins and it's like, maybe I'll lose Inspiring Presence, but I'm not losing my lieutenant either way.
But like, just the fact that you have like these 5-point Matwas and the 5-point Delamis.
It's the 8-point Delami. The 8-point Infiltrate Camo Panzerfaust regular order. There's no one in the game who's that cheap now.
There's 3. It's like you don't even have to reveal them ever. You just sit there as regular orders in the middle on rooftops, being like, and they have to discover shoot, and then you crit and kill me first order.
Yep, Sasha, Warcore.
Yeah, Sasha and a Warcore. Oh,
Mutts,
right?
Like Yuan-Yuan's just starting on the board. Hunzakuts, like there are so many of them in that faction, and then obviously all the motorcycles. Yep.
All right. Well, that the fallout from that will be echoing around for a while, I'm pretty sure. So Nomads, Triggermen get totally reworked. They lose CC attack -3. They get CC attack +1 burst and BS attack +1 special dice on all their options and regenerate PS 14. So that's a lot for some marksmanship guys. Multi-rifle goes away, but they get forward deployment +4 inches. Also gain surprise attack -3, decoy 1, pulsar +1 burst.
I would also point out
options.
Remember that these guys are CC 17.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why there's CC attack +1 burst, but the +1 B specialist on BS is way better.
Especially on the neurokinetic guy.
Right?
That's a weirdly scary sniper. It's a burst 3 neurokinetic sniper.
And he's got what, marksmanship?
No, he's just neurokinetics.
Marksmanship, just neurokinetics. Okay, I thought these guys had marksmanship. I'm thinking of somebody else in Nomads.
No, they've got a pretty scary K1 now because it can like forward deploy with decoy and is K1 damage 6 and has 2 Emirats and 2 pulsars and drop bears and special dice. Blah 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 blah.
Special dice drop bear is amazingly efficient because you just get to basically
4 dice K1. You can put that guy on suppression and he'll still be 4 dice in suppression with mimetism and 360 visor.
All right. I'm still not sold. Switchers, I'm still not sold on these either, but they get tack aware and MSV2 on the enhanced profile and their weapons got a little scarier.
I hate this mod so much.
I know. I want it to be so good though. Like I love the idea of it because it's basically the Postman Space Marines. If you've ever read the book The Postman by David Brin,
they're like 25 points by the way for these 1 wound arm 1 guys.
I know. We did a whole episode about them. I wish they were good. This doesn't do it. And the Go Pod gets the least of the increases because it was already pretty good. It just gets tech recovery, and then a multi rifle goes to SWC 0.
He was the only one getting used That's the whole thing. And like all the other ones got buffed because in all fairness, they all just got the abilities that he already had. Because he already had BS attack minus, he already had extra burst, he already blah blah blah. And now all of them just got their own flavor of that, whether it was like continuous or special dice or this or that.
Yeah.
It's fine. More planes.
Yeah. So Nomad's nothing too exciting. Aleph, again, everybody's getting their snipers reduced. Dakini Sniper goes to SWC1. They renamed Journalist. K2 Auxiliaries Parachutist option gets Specialist and a Gizmo kit.
Wow, I will definitely continue to not use that because
the Diva Lieutenant option got kicked out of. I think it was in. Was the Diva Lieutenant option in Steel Phalanx? Because I think it's gone now.
No, it was in Acon and ISS.
Oh, in Acon, yeah, weird.
Is it Acon or is it both? I don't remember.
I think it's both. Actually, I think it's both. The user in there too.
Or maybe it was NCA, I think. It's something like that. Like it's like a totally other faction that they.
Yeah.
Oh no! Why is more Deva Lieutenant in ISS?
Yeah, and also in NCA, they also had Devas.
Yeah. Satras become medium infantry. Phys 11 gets stealth and climbing plus. Lose their multi rifle and the multi marksman rifle option, and the hacker option gets firewall -3.
God, I love these guys. I already like them. Now I like them even more.
They're the MSV2 Albedo or something, right?
Yeah, Albedo 6 MSV2, but they got climbing plus now and stealth.
And multi-marksman, so they get 6 inches of range.
They also went down 3 points. They're only 24 instead of 27 now, and they link with everybody.
Yeah,
great model. All right,
now
Dart,
the hacker is not.
Is Dart finally usable? Decoy 1 with an AP SMG and +1 special dice on her viral attack pool. And a Mylar option.
No.
Is she finally usable? No, definitely not.
She's 36 points.
The Mackie went down in cost. Rudra's K1 Marksman went down in points. And the Artelis K1 option went down in points.
How much did the Mackie go down?
2 points.
Not a lot.
Only for the K1 combi.
Who's the specialist?
Everything K1 went down 2 points except Rudra's, it only went down 1 point.
Yeah.
Rudra's an animal.
Yeah. So not a lot of changes in Aleph, but some kind of relevant ones. Toha, imposters go to Akari Company. So you get the Cutin imposters in the Toha and Akari Company. Kilsan gets the PS Tech -1 and Warhorse. McCall's CC weapon becomes PS6, so they're finally good, which is great. Or sorry, finally actually hitting like they're supposed to.
Where they were back when.
Yeah.
The Keelsands can link now too. Or is that the next line?
No, it doesn't say that.
It does. Well, it does eventually. Maybe it doesn't. But you can. They're in the... you can link them with Reeks now. Which is...
Who got cheaper? Drow's went to AVA2 and Kriegel's went to AVA2.
Kriegel's going to AVA2 is crazy. Those are the other mirror ball people who can link with Reeks. So like you already could have unlimited Harrises, and now your Keelsan, Reeks, and Kriegals can link. And so you could play like a totally different game now. Yeah. Like you don't necessarily need to bring a Tachyon in this brave new world.
Yeah. And then just a bunch of points reductions on the Reeks, Sukiels, Coast Wheels, and Kisan.
The Reeks is the guy, Dan, that little fella who
I know.
Back,
I remember the little
and he killed your whole army. Yeah.
12, your Kappa's multi-sniper went down in SWC. Your blue coat's got Discover +6. And you got a Disco Ball or blue coat.
Dude, all the weapons are messed up too. Like they all have heavy Horizon Upper +1 burst now.
Amazing.
Which is pretty good. A lot of them have flash pulses. The adhesive launcher are no longer +burst. Which is weird.
Just getting a Disco Baller is amazing.
But the Disco Baller for 16 points that can link. It's pretty good. Disco Baller is going to be useful. And when you need to discover +6 with BioVisor, you're like, hey, you.
That guy is that guy. Yeah. Well, you just, if you can get line of fire to like a Fide or a
right.
Whatchamacallit, you can just auto discover them basically.
I'm going to discover shoot. I don't care what the rules say.
That's right. Firebots BS13 arm 4, and you get BS Tech +1 special dice instead of SR -1. You also get NCO, Tech Recovery, and some other things added, and you get added to Starmada.
Yay!
Do I have to buy this guy? No, I don't think so. I think he's
And then finally the NA2, get Ruby Monday, who's a new special character for Corregidor, Operations, Kestrel, Shinobute, Next Wave. John Hawkwood got a K1 sniper option. Hannibal's now medium infantry CC-15 BS-13, but gets BS +1 special dice, counterintelligence, sensor, and tack aware.
For the record, Ruby Monday is an insane model.
We'll talk about it when we talk.
When you get to that model, it's crazy.
For like, it's
a new model,
8 points or 9 points. It's like another. She's like a special character.
It's literally Sasha hunter. Heavy edition version.
Yeah, she's a treasure hunter special like murder profile.
Yeah. Thankfully, she showed up in Kestrel.
Gets decoy, of course she did. Tawu gets chain of command option for ZSWC. And you can have Tawu in Imperial Service and White Company now too.
He was added to White Company. I think he could always take.
Well, he's got a chain of command now for 5 SWC.
He always had chain of command.
Did he? Okay.
Well, maybe he gets it in other factions now. In Druze and Dakari, it says.
Yeah. It's well, no, there's 3 profiles for him now instead of just 2.
Okay. I didn't think he had chain of command. I thought he just had counterintelligence.
He always has counterintelligence.
No, I know. I think he just had that, not chain of command. And then
no, he did not have chain of command.
That's what I mean, right? So now you've got chain of command option that's also
that's actually really nice.
Yeah,
because he's also masked, so we can hide.
And there's a bajillion fire team changes that we're not going to go through because it's just too much.
Octavia Albedo 3 is pretty good.
It is pretty great. So obviously the big winners here are Combined Army because they get a whole new faction and some change rounds. Knights got a big fucking leg up. Ariadna got like a ton of like upgrades. And weirdly, although they didn't get that many things, Haqq Islam getting Saladin with Inspiring Leadership is fucking crazy.
The faction with the most irregular guys got an Inspiring Leadership.
Got an Inspiring Presence guy for fucking reasons, because that guy just wasn't getting taken.
Also, everyone who got Ruby is a winner.
Yeah, she's in... What factions are she in?
Kestrel...
Corregidor, Operations, Kestrel, Shinobute, Next Wave.
Yeah.
So 5 factions.
Yeah. She's literally Sasha heavy at engine. Like she's 19 points. She's booty, BS attack plus burst, climbing plus, dodge plus 3, immunity B, specialist, techno-organic, terrain total. She's 6'2", arm 3, BTS 6 with 2 structure. And then she has an adhesive launcher, flash, pulse, and EM grenades. And remember, BS attack plus 1 burst. So all of these are plus burst. And then she's going to roll booty. You could roll a booty HMG and have a BS 12 burst 5 HMG heavy infantry who's immunity B with specialist climbing plus for 19 points. Sure is cool. That is a choice.
She's hackable because she's heavy infantry.
She's a heavy infantry.
But she's immune to carbonite.
Help.
She's techno-organic, so doctors can also fix her.
Well, no, techno-organic is that one, yeah.
Yep. Climb plus, dodge plus 3. So she dodges on 15s.
And then BS attack plus burst with a 4 burst adhesive.
Well, the thing is, weirdly, all of her guns are like kind of non-lethal, except you roll booty for, and you just hope for a good gun. Hope she gets an HMG and you got a burst 5 HMG all of a sudden.
She is literally Sasha heavy edition. Like I literally like, is it actually the case that like this is just Sasha wearing heavy armor because it's the same person because their stats are almost the same, like their equipment is the same.
It's a different person, but let's have a look here.
Like I recognize that they're probably going to be like, oh, this is the other the competitor to our loser Sashas.
Well, Sashas are is the name of these Xenotech hunters, right? They're like a group.
Yeah.
Whereas the Ruby Monday is like the one that's joined the bad guys.
Like
although she'll still fight for everybody else. She fights for Corregidor, which is the criminals. Kestrel, who are clearly the bad guys.
I mean, being in SSS and New Wave at the same time raises some questions, I suppose.
Right? Because it's like, you've joined the CIA. Well, which CIA? And then the question
I happen to be part of the cartel as well. What of it?
Yeah. Yeah. Is Next Wave just a plant? Who knows? Is it a false flag? We'll find out later. But yeah, that's it. Army update for October 2025. Man, what a fucking ride. This is so much stuff. New army things. This drastically changes my opinion because I was going to do Ariadna. I have so much unpainted Ariadna shit. I was thinking about, because I was gonna do my Scots, my Caledonians for Autumn Assault, and now I'm like, I think I'm just gonna do vanilla Ariadna.
No,
Like,
play Tartary.
I thought about Tartary, but I don't want to paint a bunch of dogs. Although I don't have to paint dogs, I could just do
Kazakhs, Ratnik, and then you can bring the artillery regiment.
And I have all the artillery. I have all of that stuff.
All the vehicles can duo with each other and count as each other now. You can have duoed Neurocynetics.
Are the Vestrals in there?
Yeah.
No, the couriers are in there. The Vestrals aren't in there.
All three of them are in there.
Oh, they are? Yeah. Oh, shit.
The dozers can link with them. Anymore. You can have unlimited duos of rocket artillery. The total reaction Ergen with burst 3 that duos with itself for 14 points.
Yeah, just Vistrals and Ergens and Ratniks.
Well, there's lots of fun things. There's lots of fun things.
And then you can have like dozers overwatching them because dozers can join those links.
And these guys all, and Protovius getting the Ratnik keyword is a huge deal. Dynamos being able to duo is a huge deal.
Oh
my god! All the
Dynamos all getting boarding pistols.
The Gunnery fire teams are crazy.
Yep. Like I got that Vistral box and I built them, and now I would actually do like a double sniper Vistral duo.
Yeah, I just do one of each, Protobotic cannon and a sniper, because they're both great.
I like that it's just all gunnery. You're like, let's blow some shit up.
Why don't we just kill? Do they get the tag? Because I also like the tag. They don't get the tag, do they?
No tag. No tag for them.
Oh,
they get the Ratnik. The Ratnik system.
But the tractor mule, it's guided, right?
How many Ratniks? I have 3 Ratniks.
So you get special dice on guided.
No, you don't. Long skill. Oh no, it isn't a long skill.
No, it's not a long
skill.
Yeah. Too bad it's guided.
They took the FTO out of all the other plus 1 burst or plus special dice, whatever, or the FTOs.
Right.
FTO missile bots lost guided.
Consider that the guns on the tractor mole are not explosive.
The Katyusha's not?
It's DA. That's it. So it's like, yeah, cool, fair. But whatever. So, that's it. I mean, 18 points for 2 Katyushas just duoed together and just firing 1 in a special dice, damage 6 and blast. And it's like, yeah, whatever. You kill it.
Katyusha's only 15 points.
So for 260 points, I can have 18 points for the 2 of them and 3 Frontovnik paramedics and both Vistrals. I can have 8 models and 3 Takawares, and I have effectively 3 little tag duos. I have 4 duos and 11 orders for 260 points. Just fill in the rest with garbage. I don't know, man. There's a lot of choices, a lot of things we can do. So it's a brave.
It's 106 points and 5 Swick to do double tractor mole, double Vistral, double courier, and that gives you 4 total reaction or neurocinetic rockets and snipers, and 2 guys who are guided special dice templates. There's 100 points. You get 6 of them.
Yeah.
Just scatter the board with rapid firing shots, and
as they die, you just reform them in new links.
Yep.
New duos. That's right. Just have them all with an age of somebody else.
Hey, just got dozers hanging around. Just be like, I'll fix it.
Not even kill it. You just have the little guys. Just take the
Ermendinos.
The Robotniks.
There you go.
Now. You can go pro.
I guess, with remote presence, it's hard to kill these things.
It is.
You only get 1 electronic, which you put on an Ermendino, and then the whole thing costs 10 points. You get 1.
Normally you get 2.
Only
give you 1.
Russia poor, I guess.
Yeah.
Ain't no Cosmo. Cosmo gets 2.
They do get 2.
Got the money.
The box comes with 2. That's funny. Well, there it is. You're gonna have to play Knights now, Owen, because they updated Knights. And that's
maybe
originals. Just do it. Bring Knights.
Owen will play
Pano. He said Pano. And Dan, they updated.
No, I said not Pano. I already did Pano. Remember, I won with Kestrel.
They updated my what?
They updated your whatchamacallit, your Yu Ching. So now you gotta bring, I don't know, the plane when it comes out.
Dude, as soon as I get a hold of the plane's going on the board. But I want it in person. I don't want it.
So what do we think so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I don't think it's enough for US Ariadna.
No, I don't think so either, but they're getting a whole new army update. That was talked about for Q1 of next year. So,
yeah.
Fuck it. You know what I mean?
It all seems positive. I don't think anything's broken.
No, I think
things that are strong.
Yeah.
But like everyone was just making fun of Ariadna like constantly for being just terrible in N5.
Yeah.
So it's great. I mean, the bear buff has Owen very upset, but otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, it just means that there is now a correct choice. Like before, I had a solid argument for why the smoke was better. It doesn't exist anymore. You just play the cheaper, because he's 8 points cheaper now.
Yeah,
like they went down in cost, and he got stronger, and the other guy got worse. So it's like, okay, well, I just don't play him anymore.
Yeah,
tank hunters are great. Minutemen are better. Vet Kazakhs are amazing. Folklox and Cosmosonics are animals. Fucking Ratniks are fucking crazy.
I think Haqq Islam might be the big winner. Like the planes just got way better. The Odalisque change shows up in a couple places. The Hafsa having a plus loot order on a faction that has a ton of NCO guys. Because like they show up everywhere, and like that's the crazy one.
Is Saladin inspiring leadership in all three sectorials?
No. He's only in vanilla. Like he only shows up in vanilla, so he's only going to be inspiring there.
So it's not as game changing, but it's good.
It's that the other guys who did get those changes, like the Hoff, like I talked about it when we did our episodes on Haqq Islam and QK in particular, and all this is just QK buffs. Like half of these guys are showing up in QK and got cheaper, and like the change to Odalisques is like a fundamental change in the way that you use this unit.
The units just change completely.
Like a 28-point combat instinct, stealth, sixth sense, no wounding cap, natural born warrior, shock immune, bonus to discover, viral marksman who links with everyone and counts as everything and is the basis of all of the links. Like you can duo an Odalisque with one Ghulam and it counts as a pure duo with that viral marksman. And it doesn't cost any SWIC. You can just bring a ton of them. Like they're dirt cheap. And the Ghulam gets the bonus for his NCO grenade launcher with his plus lieutenant order Hafsa. So like, and like the Hafsa could be a Odalisque, and they could all be Odalisques. Like,
yep.
I legitimately think that there's like a huge buff for them. I wish Aleph got more. If I had to ask for something, I think Aleph is still in a weird place. A lot of people were really sad about Ariadna in the new edition, but there were equally number of people who were sad about what happened to Aleph. They got kind of like their big glow up of new models and stuff just before Kestrel and Shinamute came out. So I can see why they didn't get a lot. I think they're just not getting a lot of attention. People are just waiting to see how this settles out. They tend to focus on things in waves. What did they get? They have the reinforcements box.
Yeah. But they got their profiles all adjusted. Like they changed around their profiles whenever they got new miniatures. So like all those new sculpts of like Ajax and stuff, like those profiles all got changed during that.
Oh no, but those guys are all steel phalanx. Like I'm talking the other part.
I get it.
Like steel phalanx, yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'll agree. 100%
OSSS needs to be changed. Like I completely agree. I'm just saying like that. Like I feel like they're not getting a lot of attention right now because other factions kind of like writ large had problems, and they're still like playable chunks.
I guess I look at it like steel phalanx is a completely different faction than the other two. Like there's almost no overlap between them and the other two factions. Now there's like 5 models that overlap between that faction and the rest, if that. Not including the robots. No, the robots. And like
it looks more like they just didn't have time, man. They did cleanup instead. Like these are all just cleanup changes, not balance changes. They focused on the things that really needed to help this change. Like you can't do the whole thing at the same time.
I get that. I'm just saying what I see in Ariadna, I wish that Aleph had gotten the same. Because like I went to
what I'm saying is I bet they're next. I bet Aleph, Nomads, who else? Aleph, Nomads.
Oh no, it's not that they don't like everyone gets it. I'm just saying if we were doing this and if I was triaging the game of like what I don't see and why I don't see it, Ariadna was at the very top of that list, but Aleph is the follow-up. Like
I see Aleph all the time, man. Do you mean steel phalanx particularly? Like
no, not steel phalanx. Don't include steel phalanx. Only the other two and how often you see them. Steel phalanx all the time. I agree. Like they show up everywhere.
But I think that overrepresentation is why they're not getting the attention, right?
And that might be it.
Steel phalanx. That's all.
Yeah. Because it was a whole thing. Like when I went to Adepticon and played Aleph, it was a big like it was the thing on the internet of like, look at what happened. Like, what is this?
What is this? Why is this guy doing this?
Yeah,
because they got new stuff at the time and no one was looking at it because nothing else changed, right? All right, well, we're going to lose Dan if we don't keep this moving. So that's it for our conversation about the army updates. You can tune in today for our other episode. We're going to focus on doing a quick Heroes to Zeros on the next wave. So you can jump over to that one right now. And these will be our 2 bonus episodes for October. All right, bye, everybody.